to my channel. This is being filmed on Friday, August 10th, around 3:30 in the afternoon. I do plan to get this uploaded and launched at some point this weekend. Who knows? It's going to be a semi-busy weekend with packing and cleaning. And I found, I'm not sure if I mentioned or not, that we found a second-hand 75-gallon fish tank for the goldfish because they're going to need an upgrade. We have them, they're still babies, so they're not completely overcrowded yet in their 20-gallon fish tank, but they are growing pretty fast. I think they're probably about 6 months old at this point, so they do need more space. So we did find a 75-gallon fish tank secondhand, which from what we understand is still perhaps a little bit too small, but it should buy us a couple more years of fish fish comfortableness. So we found a 75-gallon fish tank, as I've mentioned numerous times now, secondhand on Craigslist, and it came with the stand. And when my husband went to go pick it up, I did not join him because he had to take my car, which is a Toyota RAV4, and he had to take the back seats out of the vehicle in order to fit the fish tank in the stand, which means that there was no place for our daughter to sit, so somebody had to stay home with our daughter. Anyway, so that's why he went and I didn't. It was a really great deal, even just for the tank itself. I think it was $65, and it came with the stand, but the stand itself was just a big giant piece of crap. It was like this particle board thing. It may have been a dresser that the owner had converted, and it was just a big piece of crap. So it's not going to do for actually holding the fish stand. Anyway, I found also on Craigslist, I found a very nice credenza buffet type thing that will fit the fish tank once we move. We probably won't set up the 75-gallon tank until we move, because the fish are quite comfortable right now, and there's no point in switching them over, just to switch them back to city water when we get into the new apartment. Anyway, so I'm hoping that my husband can go pick that up for me this weekend, and kind of along the same thing, he's gonna have to take the back seats out of my RAV4 in order to do that, so that means Leah and I will be stuck here. Whatever. So that's kind of what's going on this weekend. My husband took a personal day off from work today because I have an announcement to make. His grandson was born yesterday via planned C-section. So my husband is a grandfather. I haven't met the baby, obviously, but I've seen pictures. He's really cute. I don't really have any, I haven't spoken to either one of the parents, so I don't personally have permission to start, blasting his pictures all over Facebook and brag, but he is really cute, and he looks nothing like my husband. My husband's children look like him, very strong German bones, definitely. Our daughter looks just like my husband. I would have thought that his grandson would have looked like him. Nope, doesn't look anything like him. He looks like his mother. He's really cute. I think he was 4 pounds, 15 ounces. He's a little early, but not super early, but he was a twin, and sadly his twin passed away back in April, so I'm not sure if his small size is because he was a twin, but very healthy. His name is Wren, W-R-E-N. He's very cute. Anyway, we're very excited. My husband took a personal day off from work today. He drove up to northern Maine to visit them and meet his grandson, and we'll hopefully be back sometime after dinner tonight. Anyway, so that is one happy update. Another happy update that I have to give is that we officially signed the lease on the new place today. That had been kind of up in the air for a while, and we kind of suspected what was going on, and unfortunately our worst fears were confirmed this morning when I heard from the landlord, even though we were very upfront about our pets and my business, my Etsy shop, and some of my eBay stuff that I do from home. None of those things had appeared on the lease, which I didn't sign because I wanted them corrected, and they took a little while to get back to me with the correction, and I guess the landlord was having second thoughts about our pets. We have 2 cats that are fixed and indoor cats only, and we have a rabbit, and we have the goldfish, and he decided that he wanted more rent money because of the pets, which is perhaps a little bit unfair because he knew about the pets. And also the tenants that are in the apartment right now are close personal friends of ours. We happen to know them very well, and they're the reason why we got hooked up with this landlord, because they bought a house and they're moving, and they have cats. And the landlord was when I met him, he was pretty adamant that they were going to keep the same rent that my friend and her partner have been paying, and Yeah, so it's kind of a last minute. Just today they decided that they wanted more, he wanted more rent for it because of the pets. And at this point, we've already we've already given notice to our current landlord. We have it's in town here, so it's not like we're relocating to a different town, but we have a school-aged child who's going to be starting school like a few weeks before we move. It just, everything, we don't have time to try to find something else, to get something else lined up. We're considering ourselves very lucky to have found this place, and even with the increase, it's perhaps still a little bit less expensive than some of the other rentals in town. So we're still considering ourselves lucky, I guess, but this is not, we were not in a position to negotiate further. At least my husband thought that we weren't, once they came back and said that they wanted more money for the place than we had originally agreed upon. Very unfortunate. But we felt like we were kind of a little bent over backwards here already, just being desperate at this point with school starting in 2 weeks and having already given notice to our current landlords because this was supposed to be all lined up, and just knowing that we're not going to find something else within that 2 week period of time. So anyway, it's not like a super huge increase, but it's enough that it's definitely going to affect our budget. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to rework through that. However, the lease is signed. Finally, we're just waiting for a move-in date, and we can be a little bit flexible on that because our current landlords are awesome. I mentioned that the apartment is currently occupied by my friend and her partner. They have purchased a house. They still don't have their closing date yet, so we're kind of all just waiting on that. Anyway, so that is pretty much all I can think of for updates. I've been researching renter's insurance, which is not fun. I remember that one of my daughter's friend's mother and her husband work for an insurance agency. So I actually reached out to them this morning, and I think that they're going to be able to help me. So I've been just doing some research online, going to different sites and getting quotes. And every single site that I go to try to get a quote from has different things that they ask, and some of the questions I can't answer, and some of them are just irrelevant. And I don't know, I was having a really hard time. And what is up with the quotes I was getting? Where is my thing here? Where's my list? I was getting quotes anywhere from $411 a year to $133 a year for like the same policy. Crazy. Anyway, hopefully my friend can help with that. Those are just some of the things that I've been trying to deal with today, in addition to just being out and about and doing errands. I have a little bit of a haul for you. Nothing super spectacular, just kind of a gathering of things that have arrived. Let me clear. I have my measuring tape because I was in my friend's apartment. That's going to be our apartment last week, and was measuring the length of rooms and stuff. And then I have mess here. I don't even know what this is. It just came out of my planner. Oh, that's my daughter's. That is my daughter's. I'll put that back in here. I might as well put this with it. They're required in New Hampshire to give us the lead in the home pamphlet or whatever for rentals. And then, oh my goodness, this is too funny. So we love Elizabeth Warren. We think she's pretty cool. And she sent this bumper sticker to my husband. Great, that's fabulous, but does she not realize that we can't vote for her because we're not in Massachusetts? I actually kept this. I wanted to show this to my husband. We don't actually put bumper stickers on our car. We don't like to. It like damages the paint when you go to take them off. But I wanted to tell my husband actually that Elizabeth Warren sent us a fabulous Persist New Hampshire bumper sticker. She's not in New Hampshire. I don't know why she thinks we're going to vote for her, because we can't. Anyway, I hate it. I actually hate it when campaigns do stuff like that. I think it's, I don't want to get political, but I think it's just wasteful. I hate spending money on stuff like that. I also don't spend any money on like things like business cards for my business because I think it's just wasteful. Anyway, sorry. That's my crappiness. I might be a little upset because it seems like I'm being nickeled and dimed to death lately with minor rent increases before we even move in, and just I have to get a new battery in my car, so just trying to price shop for that, and new tires for my car. It just seems like everything is it's all piling up at once, and I'm kind of just sick of money. But let's talk about something good and something fun, an unexpected little haul here. Just a couple of things that I've picked up here and there, and I started a new thing for you guys where if I get something, I just kind of put it in a little spot right here next to it. You can't see it because it's off camera, but I have a row of books in between some bookends over here on the other side of my craft mat, and I kind of just, there's a little empty spot, and I kind of just tuck things right over there when it comes in, and it's going to be my goal to just show you guys when I have a little handful of stuff versus large things that require hours-long hauls. Although those are fun, it does mean that stuff is sticking out. Anyway, so just a couple of things that have come in, and I just realized that I have, I probably should have waited to do this because I ordered something from the Avery L fall release. And obviously that's not here yet, but I'll show you guys when that comes in. Anyway, so from the Ink Road, I have this really cute little mermaid stamp set here. It says, never be afraid to make waves, and salty AF, which means salty as curse word that rhymes with pluck. Really fun. I recently subscribed to their Stamp of the Month Club, which is only, I think it's less than $10 including shipping. So that's where this came from. And it's to my understanding that it's a new program and it's going to be limited edition. That's the only way you're going to be able to get these fun little stamp sets. And I thought this one was too cute, so this made me sign up. Very excited about that. From eBay, I grabbed, and I thought at some point I had this set, and then either I've destashed it or I don't have it. It's the Critters Ever After, the Fantasy Lawn Fawn set. It has a griffin and a dragon and a frog prince and a unicorn and a castle, just very fantasy-like, and of course the coordinating dies. I don't have any recollection of actually ever using this, so if I had it at some point, I probably destashed it brand new, but I really don't think that I had it because I would think that if I had this one, I would not have given it away or sold it. I forgot that this stamp set existed entirely until I saw somebody on Instagram make a card with the cute little unicorn. And I do already have some unicorn stuff, but I liked that this unicorn was a bit larger. The image is a bit larger than, say, like the mama elephant little unicorn. I liked the sizes of the images, so I thought that I would give it a whirl. I did not intentionally seek this one out to purchase at this time, but I have been stalking my saved searches on eBay, and when this one popped up on eBay, I was sure to bid on it. And I don't remember what I paid for both of them, but I got a really good price. I think it was around $20 for both the dies and the stamps, and I actually haven't gone through to check and make sure that all the dies here, but I will. Anyway, I thought that was a really good value, and that's really cute. And they sent it to me in the stamp pocket here, so I can just use their stamp pocket. So the next thing that I have comes from Doodlebugs, which I like very much. Get this stuff set aside. I haven't really had a chance to play with any of these yet, but from Lawn Fawn here. What is this one called? It's obviously a road die, but I don't know if it's just called road die or something. I realized that I did not have this one. I think what I have is I had a My Favorite Things road die, and I don't know if it was curved or not, and I think I destashed that one a long time ago. This is probably something that I could have pulled together in the Cricut. In fact, I know that I could have. I know that I have a cutting file for a road here, but I liked the stitch border on this part here, so I was thinking that you could use them together or separately. This one will make a nice kind of path through the woods type die cut here, so that's why I went with this, and it was really inexpensive, and of course you can layer them together as well. But I liked the stitching on this one, so that's why I went with this. I can't do the stitching on the Cricut, just can't. Also, My Favorite Things, this one I've tossed around and I've debated and debated and debated about getting this one. I kind of really wanted the sushi themed one from Lawn Fawn, and I just never actually purchased it. But this one, I liked this one maybe a little bit more because I like the pandas. The pandas are really cute. So this is from My Favorite Things, and it's called Sushi Date. It's a large, what is it, 4x8 stamp set here. A bunch of different sentiments. I liked the You Are So Awesome, and there's one other that No, that's not. Oh, you're awesome. That is cute though. You're awesome. I thought there was one other one that I enjoyed in here, but I can't think of. Too much pressure. I can't think of it right now. But anyway, I just thought that this was really cute. And I like that you can put the little hat on them and you can kind of, you know, build the scene however you want with different sushi things. I myself am not a sushi eater. In fact, I don't eat seafood at all. I just don't like it. But I do think that these little images and everything are adorable. So plenty of other people do, so I can make cards for them. And I grabbed the coordinating dies to go with that too. But it was just really cute, and it was a good price. And I figured worst case scenario, I'll do all the things that I want with it, and I'll destash it, and I'll buy the launch one if I don't want to. And then I grabbed from my favorite things, Oh Christmas Trees, this set here. And what really sold me on this one. What I just recently, where is it? I just recently grabbed something from, what is it called? Neat and Tangled? Where is it? Yes, it is. So this is my first Neat and Tangled set here, and it's called the Scandinavian Prince Christmas. I haven't had a chance to use it yet. So I thought that and you know, I was debating and debating because I'm like, a lot of the images are the same. So I'm not sure, which one I'm going to keep. I don't know. I'm probably going to end up destashing one of these. I don't know. I like them both. I wanted to see them together to kind of figure out which one I wanted. This one might have a little bit more value because it has all of those sentiments. But I was thinking at the same time, I have a ton of other Christmas sentiments. In fact, I even have stamp sets that are all Christmas sentiments. So I don't know. It was a good price. And I figured I'm going to have to stare kind of long and hard between these two. Or maybe I'll just use them both. I'm probably not going to keep them both, but I'll use them both and kind of figure that out. But this one I saw, and it was bigger than this one. So now I don't know. I'm so confused. Someone please tell me what to do. Oh my goodness, just love them both. Anyway, so that is my little haul, and that is my life chat update things. A lot of my craft stuff is disappearing as I'm selling and getting rid of it, or donating it. I meant to say, I don't mean to not like getting rid of, like throw it away. I did sell recently my old Cricut, which is cool. And all of the stuff that goes with that. So that's like a huge box down. We did have, my daughter has, I don't know if I can angle the camera enough to show you. I'll try. So right on the side of me here, I don't know if you can see. Please forgive the mess and the piles of everything everywhere. So I don't know if you can see this thing right here is just one piece that's part of my daughter's large kitchen play set that we got for her as a gift. We found out in 2013 was her Christmas present. It's a set of 4 pieces. It's a very large refrigerator, a sink, a stove, and then that thing that you just saw, which is like a hutch with a cabinet and the shelves on top of it. And it was beautiful, like rich dark brown color. Apparently a carpenter made that for his grandchildren like 50 years or whatever, and it kept just getting passed down with scraps from his projects, and it just kept getting passed down and passed down. So we bought it in 2013. We brought it home, we painted it. My husband and I painted it pink. My sister came in, my sister the artist, and painted the details, and each piece looks a little bit differently, and we've had them listed on Craigslist and Facebook for a really good price. We've had all 4 pieces listed, and we've had a lot of people interested in them, but very little follow through. And yesterday someone had contacted me and said, I'm really interested in these. I need to come pick them up, but I have to come pick them up tonight. So, and of course my husband's not around. As you know, I can't lift anything. These are stacked up in a corner of my daughter's bedroom. So it took Leah and I almost an hour and a half to get all 4 pieces outside yesterday so that these people can come pick them up. They're supposed to meet us here at 5:30. At 6 o'clock, I had no sight of them. I hadn't heard anything from them. So I texted her and I was like, everything okay? What's going on? You lost? And she's like, yeah, we had to stop for gas. We'll be there soon. It's like, all right. 15 minutes later, they finally come. It's a woman and her baby and the woman's mother. Now keep in mind that when I listed them for sale, and I have multiple pictures showing these things from all sorts of different angles, and I have the measurements, and I even put in little quips in here about, like, it's not for young children, like the stove has knobs that can come off, little fingers can get pinched in these hinges. It's not for young children. Like, this wasn't our daughter's until she was in kindergarten or whatever. Anyway, so they literally, like 30 seconds out of the car, they're like, nope, we don't want it. Her fingers are going to get pinched in it. It's like, you mean it's for that baby right there that we told you? Oh, I was so upset. I was so upset, guys. What a huge time waster, and how incredibly rude. 45 minutes later, when they could have just looked at the pictures and or read what I had written about it not being for young children. I was really upset yesterday. So anyway, so my daughter and I we dragged 2 more of the pieces back into the house. That's one of the things that you see over here is one of the pieces, and 2 more of them are on the porch, but they're covered underneath the awning. All 4 pieces won't fit out there, but I'm like, whatever. Anyway, so we're trying to sell that now still. The goal is to try to move that out this weekend, and I'll reduce the price and I'll take offers on it if I can, because that money needs to go towards my tires. So fingers crossed for me. Anyway, so we're trying to liquidate big stuff like that. I don't have too much other stuff out at the moment, but my husband has been bringing home some large boxes from his... Sorry, I thought I heard my cat, my daughter's cat. Been bringing home large boxes for packing, so we're gonna keep going with that. Anyway, so those are all my updates. I hope that you are well. Please reach out and say hello on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. I don't mean to be so so absentee. I am currently filming whenever I can. I'm down to these, not this top one here, but these many projects left. I keep each project in an individual basket. These left here are my open and started projects that I want to get complete, and then once these are done, I can put the supplies away, get those things packed up. So I'm down to this as my open projects, but as things are finishing, I'm filming small, like 5-minute or long videos, just doing quick card shares that I can schedule to launch while I'm on my 2 or 3 week break probably without having internet in between the move. Anyway, I hope that you're well. Please take care, and I will talk to you later. Bye.